Welcome to English Through History. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe or leave us a review. It helps us to create more content and is appreciated by our small team here. The history of dog domestication is a fascinating tale that spans thousands of years, involving a complex interplay between humans and their loyal canine companions. This remarkable journey has left an enduring mark on both species, shaping the way we live and the way we interact with each other. In today's episode, we'll be tracing the history of this unique relationship. The exact timeline of dog domestication remains a subject of debate amongst scientists and historians, but most agree that it began tens of thousands of years ago. The prevailing theory suggests that wolves, the ancestors of modern dogs, started associating with early human communities in a mutually beneficial relationship. These proto-dogs likely scavenged for food scraps around human settlements, while humans may have appreciated their assistance in hunting and gardening. It is likely that the proto-dogs that were domesticated happened due to a variation they developed from the wolf, in that it showed more altruism towards humans, was less aggressive, and had a slightly altered fight or flight response. There are several theories for how dog domestication took place. The most common is the campfire theory, in which the proto-dog would scavenge for food discarded by the human tribes, associating and attaching themselves to a group over time. Other theories include the food partitioning theory, notably in Siberian climates. In this, the nomadic human tribes would consume mainly fat and grease, as these were preferred due to human inability to consume high levels of protein. Wolves can, however, entirely consist on protein diets, and so a relationship may have formed this way. Experts all conclude that domestication would have been a slow and complex process. To date, the dog is the only species of large carnivore that has been domesticated. The first evidence of this ancient partnership comes from archaeological sites, where the remains of both humans and canines have been found buried together. Genetic studies further support the idea of a common ancestry between modern dogs and ancient wolves, with a genetic divergence occurring around 20,000 to 40,000 years ago. A site in Bonn, Oberkassel, shows clearly dog burial next to human, dated from over 14,000 years ago. As humans transitioned from nomadic lifestyles to settled agricultural communities, the role of dogs evolved. Selective breeding likely played a crucial role in shaping the traits that were desirable to humans, such as specific hunting or herding skills. Over time, this intentional breeding led to the emergence of distinctive dog breeds tailored to various tasks and various environments. Ancient civilizations recognized the value of dogs and incorporated them into their societies in various capacities. In ancient Egypt, for example, dogs were revered and often depicted in art and mythology. The Greeks and the Romans also valued dogs for their loyalty and utility, using them in hunting, guarding, and even in military roles. In ancient Asia, among other places, dogs were used for practical purposes, including food and sacrifice. It's interesting to note that most ancient civilizations would have probably eaten dog in some form, although with the exception of Asia, dogs were not generally seen as something to breed for food. Domestic dogs existed among all ancient civilizations by this point. During the Middle Ages, dogs became more specialized in their roles. Breeds like the greyhound were prized for their speed in hunting, while mastiffs were renowned for their prowess in guarding. It is likely that at this point, the concept of dogs as pets emerged. The Renaissance saw a surge in interest in dog breeding, with the emergence of kennels and the development of more refined breeds. The practice of attributing human qualities to dogs took place in this time period, with dogs being given attributes of loyalty, faithfulness, and love. For example, the artist Titian clearly shows dogs embodying roles beyond practical. Indeed, at this time, owning certain types of dogs shows a higher social status amongst Renaissance people. The 19th century marked a significant turning point in the history of dog domestication, with the establishment of kennel clubs and the standardization of breeds in Europe and North America. The first kennel club was formed around 1873 and soon spread worldwide. The kennel clubs were concerned with pure breeding of dogs and considering certain traits among dog species. This era also witnessed the formalization of dog shows, where purebred dogs were judged based on specific criteria. This trend continued into the 20th century, contributing to the diverse array of dog breeds we have today. The 20th century also saw the recognition of the emotional and therapeutic benefits of dogs. Beyond their practical roles, dogs became cherished companions, guide dogs for the visually impaired, therapy animals, and even search and rescue partners. The first guide dog, for example, was given to a World War I veteran in 1916, although the concept of training dogs for specific support roles was discussed almost 100 years earlier in Vienna. Interestingly, the first recorded support dog was Smokey, a Yorkshire Terrier who was found in New Guinea in 1944 by American troops. She actually lived through 18 months of combat and even learned over 200 hand signals. After the end of World War II, the troops were ordered to return home without the animals. But such was the attachment felt by the soldiers, and especially William Wynne, that he smuggled her back home. She lived until the age of 14 years old. In modern times, advances in veterinary care, nutrition, and training methods have elevated the well-being of our four-legged friends. The role of dogs in society has expanded beyond traditional roles, with therapy dogs now visiting hospitals, schools, and nursing homes to provide comfort and companionship. And those numerous videos we see on social media of dogs in various situations, you may find them annoying or be addicted to them, but the positive impact they have had on dog welfare cannot be disputed. The internet has facilitated the global exchange of information on dog care, behavior, and training, creating a vast network of dog enthusiasts. Additionally, scientific research has unveiled the various ways in which dogs positively impact human health. The presence of a dog can reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and contribute to overall mental well-being. As we move forward, the future of dog domestication may hold new challenges and opportunities. Ethical considerations surrounding breeding practices, the treatment of working dogs, and the welfare of all canines are becoming increasingly prominent. The emphasis on responsible ownership, adoption, and the well-being of dogs is a central theme in contemporary discussions about the human-dog relationship. The global perspective on animal welfare and ethical treatment has gained prominence, prompting increased scrutiny on breeding practices, puppy mills, and the treatment of working dogs. Advocacy for responsible pet ownership, adoption, and humane treatment of animals has become a focal point in many societies, shaping the way people perceive and care for their dogs. In conclusion, the history of dog domestication is a rich tapestry that weaves together the shared journey of humans and their canine companions. From the early days of mutual benefit around campfires, to the intricate world of specialized breeds and the emotional bonds of modern pet ownership, the story of dogs is a testament to the enduring and unique connection between our two species.